Hello! Today we are going to be making our own tartan. We are going to use the Sketches School app to design our own tartan using horizontal and vertical lines. You will also need to choose different colours to create your tartan. Let's get started. As you can see on the screen here are two examples of tartan I have created using horizontal and vertical lines. We are now going to click the plus button and open up a new page on Sketches School. Down the left hand side, we have the different tools we can use on Sketches School. On the right hand side, the three dots indicate the thickness of the lines we are using. We will be changing the thickness of our lines today. And in the bottom corner, you can choose your colour. The first thing I'm going to do is choose a colour. I'm going to go for light green. I'm now going to click on the ABC tool, as can be seen on the screen, and create a square which will create the background for my tartan. Click on the square. You can use your finger to drag the square around the page, but we want to make our square bigger. Use a pinching motion to increase the size of the square on the screen. We want to make it big enough so that we can create enough room for our tartan. When you're happy with the position of your square, you can click the little tick button at the bottom. This will freeze the square into place on the page. I am now going to use the pastel tool to draw some horizontal and vertical lines on my tartan. I have clicked the tool from the left hand side menu. I am now going to increase the thickness or diameter by clicking the biggest circle on the right hand side, and I'm going to choose a purple colour. I'm now attempting to draw a line with my finger. When I draw the line with my finger, you can see it's a little bit wobbly. To remove this mistake, simply click the undo button, which is the backwards facing arrow in the top left corner. Click on the ruler at the bottom and click the line mode. Redraw the line. You will see your line is much straighter. I have inserted my first horizontal line, and my second, and my third, and so on, using my finger. Remember, the ruler's feature has a line mode which keeps your lines nice and straight. Next up, I am going to use vertical lines which go up and down. As you can see, I am adding some vertical lines going from top to bottom or bottom to top, whichever way you prefer. Remember, you can choose your own colours when creating your own tartan design. Next, I'm going to choose a new colour from the bottom right hand corner. This time, I think I'm going to go for a red. I am also going to change the thickness and tool that I'm using. This time, I've changed the diameter and thickness to the smallest circle, and I've chosen the pen feature. Oh, whoops-a-daisy, I made a mistake, but remember to use the undo feature to remove any mistakes you may have. I am now adding a thinner red line using the pen feature over the top of the existing purple lines I have already created. Oh, another mistake, but don't worry, use the undo feature. Add the lines carefully. It can be quite tricky when using your finger. You can now add the vertical lines over the purple lines underneath, as been shown on the screen, and you get a really nice effect. I like to call this layering. You have layered the red line on top of the purple line. Let's choose another colour. This time I am going to choose, I'm going to go for blue. I'm also going to change the tool I'm using. This time I think I might try out the pastel again, but I'm going to change the thickness to a medium size. In between the two purple lines, I am now adding a thinner blue line, as you can see on the screen. We are developing a lovely pattern here using horizontal lines. Now I'm going to add the vertical lines, the ones which go from top to bottom or bottom to top. Again, I'm putting these lines in the middle, in between, where the purple lines already are. This helps guide roughly where they should be. And it's beginning to look like a real tartan. To finish off, I am going to use one last colour. I'm going to use an orangey shade this time. I'm going to change back to another pen feature and click on the thinnest line. I am now going to try my best to go over the top of the blue lines using the orange line. This may be quite tricky. I have started by adding the horizontal lines and continue to do so. Once I have done the horizontal lines, I will do the vertical lines. Let's speed things up and see what it looks like. I am really happy with how my tartan is looking. I'm now going to add a few final touches. First of all, I am going to use the eraser feature to go around the outside of the green box in the background and remove the lines that are sticking out of the sides. You don't need to do this, but you can if you want. Simply remove any excess lines that you don't want in your picture. If you make any mistakes, remember just to click the undo button and you can try again. It can be quite tricky to rub out the outside lines. I am now going to use the ABC text tool to add some text to my final design. Choose a colour, and when you're happy, click ABC. Choose a font. I'm going for School Bell. Once you click this, you'll be able to type. I am going to call my tartan Corbett Tartan after my name because it was me that invented it. Use your finger to drag the text into position. When you're happy, click the arrow at the bottom. I can see I've forgotten to put a space between the word Corbett and tartan, so I have clicked the cursor at the bottom to rewrite this. Corbett, tartan. That looks a lot better. I am now using my fingers to position the words into place. I have now completed my own tartan. Have a go of creating your own. Use different colours, different thicknesses of lines and different tools to see what you can come up with. For an extra challenge, why not try and recreate your own picture of the Loch Ness Monster? Here is mine. It only took me about 15 minutes, but it allowed me to explore the different functions and features of the Tools on Sketches School. Good luck!